Hey guys, how's it going? Making another quick vid here. Just going, like I said, rehashing some of the lessons that I had. Want to put them back up here. This real quick, and we're going to go through an etymology of the names that Satan has used over all these years to fool everybody. Okay. I don't know if really that's the best way to say it, but we're just going to go through etymology. You guys know Nimrod. Remember, he started in the Bible. He had a wife named Semiramis. Okay. Semiramis was actually married to Nimrod's father. Okay, and then I'm guessing when his father died, Nimrod married Semiramis. Semiramis married Nimrod, which is her son. And then when Nimrod died, Semiramis miraculously had another son named Tammuz. That's where we get the cross symbol from, Tammuz with a T. These are three people that really existed, and this is where it all stems from. Satan used these three people to confuse the whole world into believing these three people are all him. Okay? And that's why Satan is who these people are and all the names that I'm going to list. Okay? Remember, Semiramis is always known as the sacred feminine or the queen of heaven. Okay? You might have seen this because of the moon egg. Okay? She's always associated with an 8-pointed star. That's the star of Rephan. Okay? The one that you guys put on your Christmas tree. That represents her. Okay? Real quickly, according to the description for the Air Force Medal of Honor, the Statue of Liberty represents Semiramis, wife of Nimrod, queen of Babylon. The statue lamp flame is Nimrod and Tammuz. Okay? Now, Nimrod was known as the sun, God or Got. G-O-T-T, which means the sun. That's where we get the word God from, G-O-D. Okay? Now, I just told you about Semiramis, or the sacred feminine. You might have heard of the Queen of Heaven, Mary worship through the Catholics. This is also the same thing. You always see Mary holding a little baby boy. Well, it's actually Semiramis holding Tammuz, her son. That's what that really represents. And you've heard Tammuz because of Easter. That's Tammuz's resurrection, Sunday. Son, or B-A-A-L, B-E-L, or Lord is also what they call Tammuz. Lord is our word in Hebrew, Baal. Okay? Now, you move on to the Sumerian. You have Namu or Utu, meaning the same thing, the sun. Inyana, which is their queen of heaven. It's just the next culture down. Okay, all they did was take the names and just change them. This is what Satan did. The sky, remember, the Father, the Mother, and the Son, the Trinity. The sky, Ki, the earth, Enlil, Enki, creator of humans, okay? Which falls back to the Father. These are one and the same, by the way. Remember, these two are one and the same. In the Canaanite, which would be Hebrew, and during the Mesopotamian reign, Shemesh, which means the sun, El, Moloch, Dagon, the fish, I can't read that. It says Milquam. And Mot. For the women, we have Anat, Astarte, Ashereth. That's where you get your Christmas trees. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1 and 4. You'll see why that's bad. And in Ezekiel chapter 33 or 34, if I'm not mistaken, you'll see the Ashereth. That's the tree, the Christmas tree. And you've also heard the Jezebel. And you get over here, we have B-A-L, remember where that's from, right? That's the son or Lord. So we know that's wrong. Moloch, same name. Dagon, same name. Remember, this is one and the same. Nimrod and Tammuz are one and the same. Not the same person, just one and the same. Mot, Milcom, and then Shemesh. He's also known as the same title as the sun. When you get to Greek, you have Hermes, Poseidon, Apollo, Zeus, Ares, Kronos. You see this OS and US? That's where we get, and by the way, Kronos is also with a US as well. That's when you see that US, that's why the J-E-S-U-S, that's where that comes from. Okay? And I'm going to show you a few other names that have that on the end. Okay? For instance, Bacchius, Dionysus. You guys see? I'm going to go through more of these names. So, I'm sorry, Aphistius. You see the US? It means the horse. And then the women, we have the Artemis, which means the moon, goes back to the moon, right? Hera, Dionysus, Aphrodite, Athena, and Gaia. You know the Earth Mother? Gaia, Earth Mother, Easter. Astarte, Asareth, Easter. Ishtar. Remember, the sun now is Demeter, Hermes, Zeus, Ares, Poseidon, Apollo. Because Zeus is also one and the same in these characters. And Apollo, you've heard in your Bible, is Apollyon. When you get to Egypt, we have the sun, Ra, we have Geb, and we have Set. And also we have Shu, the overarching, if I'm not mistaken. We have Hathor, we have Isis, the eagle-winged woman. We have Nut. Then as the sons, we have Horus and Osiris, and Anubis is the death. But these are all one and the same character. Literally, the male and female are together. This is all the same character. Many different names to hide oneself. In the Celtic, we have Odin or Bel. Remember that Bel, the sun god? Remember Bel? Where do we come back? Bel, L-O-R-D, or the sun, or B-A-A-L. Who else used B-A-A-L, guys? The Canaanites, which are the early Hebrews from Mesopotamia, B-A-L. We read that in our Bibles. We know what that means. Okay? So Rome had Saturn, Jupiter, Sol, which means the sun, and Mars. Okay? That's where we get a lot of the planets' names. The women were Diana, Maya, which is also Gaia, Mother Earth, Minerva, okay, which is your Statue of Liberty, Libera, which also is a Statue of Liberty. Libera was a god. That's where we get liberty from. Tanit, which is actually Canaanite as well. Tanit is very old. Venus, Juno. On the sun, you have Mercury, Sol, once again, which is the sun, Mars, and Saturn. Celtic, Odin, Bel, right, sun god. I can't see that offhand, I'm sorry. I think it's Bod Katha or Brigid. You have Frigga, Andraste, Danko, and Eostre. Okay, Eostre is where we also get our word Easter from. Then you have Thor and Despater, which is also the sun. Frigga and Odin had a son, and that's Thor. Remember, Frigga is Friday, Odin is Wednesday, Woden's Day, and Thor is Thursday. That's where we get those from. Now, when you get to Persian or I can't ever pronounce this correctly, Zoroastrianism from Persia, you have Ahura Mazda, which is the eagled wing. Where's the eagle wings? Right here. Isis had the eagle wing woman, right? Well, it's just a copy when you get to Persia, which is the next. It's either the next or the one after that empire. Ahura Mazda, Mithras, right? And then, which means the sun. Then you have Alat, which means the moon. This is the female. Anahita, Drugas, Ahurani, okay, Persian. Then you get to the men. You have Spenta, Mani, Angra, Mani. And there's a V and a W. And these are just the name of their gods. That's all. When you get to Hinduism, you have Shiva, Brahma, Durga or Vishnu, and you have Krishna. And together they make Brahman. They have their trinities. Now, here are some other names that Nimrod is known by. And Tammuz. Ares, Bacchus, Dionysus, which is the wine goddess. If I'm not mistaken, that should be female. So this is also Semiramis as well. Hermes, Hephaestus, Pluto, Hades, Poseidon, Zeus, Kronos, Abir, Saint Valentine, Kronos again, just a different spelling, Nebo, Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, Mercury, Vulcan, Cupid, Mars, Shemesh, Marduk, that's where you get your Santa Claus, Moloch as well with your Santa Claus, Odin, Woden, Osiris, Tammuz, Elbar, Moloch, there's your Santa Claus again, Baal, Baal, which means Lord, Bel, which is also the same thing, which is Lord, Atlas, Dagon, okay, the fish god, Starbucks, look that up. So these are the names of the gods, guys. This is what they've always done, and it stems from these three people right here. Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. That's where you see all the sun worship and all this different worship of all these idols, all stem from this. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this etymology helps. And shalom, shalom.